for another exciting edition of American Pro Wrestling. And joining me on this edition, my colleague, Dr. Dan Paris. And Dan, what an exciting hour this is going to be. We have some fantastic matches that are going to be in this hour, and Nature Boy Buddy Landell will be in action here in this hour.
We're going to be seeing a lot of great, exciting action coming this week with American Pro Wrestling. GQ Powers continues his reign as the hardcore champion. We're going to be taking a look at the Suicide Blondes in action. The Rough Rider and Mad Dog Westbrooks will be colliding in what ought to be a violent affair, and much, much more, Charlie. This is going to be an exciting hour of American Pro Wrestling.
And wrestling fans, we're going to ringside for the first exciting match. Well, we're off to the races here on the first match in this edition of American Pro Wrestling, and joining us, Doctor, at ringside, one of the all-time favorites, and should I say sometime infamous in the Carolinas, none other than Nature Boy Buddy Landell. And Buddy, we're going to be seeing you in action a little bit later on in this hour.
That's right, Charlie. It's a pleasure to be here at APW and to be your cohort for tonight.
Well, it's a real pleasure.
You know, you're the one that's famous.
Is that right?
Oh, my Lord.
Well, notice this big guy in here, Thunder, and this is two big men. And, Buddy, you know, this hardcore wrestling is something that's coming along in the last 4 or 5 years. But I tell you, these guys go out there and they play for keeps. They fight with everything in the kitchen sink. And notice this manager now, Dash Riprock, out there with an umbrella.
What's he weigh, about 60 pounds, soaking wet?
Well,
I'm going to tell you something,
that.
Charlie, this is something that I'm a veteran, and I've been against Flair, Hogan, and all of them. This is something that I would not do. This is something that these guys take serious. You can get hurt in an instant.
Oh, yes,
I'm talking about you can get paralyzed. And this is something that I'm not willing to do.
Well, you know, I've seen matches through the years with everything that's been used, such as steel cages, barbed wire matches, and things like this. But with a hardcore match, there is no rules. You can fight with anything you can find, including the kitchen sink, if it's available.
The toughest guy will come out.
That's right. The toughest guy always emerges victorious. And notice this manager now. He's right there to give a helping hand to big Mr. Powers. Dan, what do you think about this Blade? Well, rather, this is Thunder in there. And this big, as now he likes to be called, GQ Powers.
Formerly known as Dorian Adams. I'm going to tell you what, Charlie, like Buddy Landell was saying, this type of match here is the type of matches that shortens your career. This is the type of match that makes you age prematurely.
Yeah, but these guys are so tough. Look, I mean, the guy gets hit, chances of getting pinned are slim and none, slim left down. The guy's going to get back up. I mean, my hat goes off to him. I mean, it's something that I cannot do. I just can't do it.
And it makes you stop and scratch your head and wonder why anybody would want to do it.
Well, from a wrestler's perspective, I kind of just wondered right out of the blue, and no disrespect intended, is it more guts or stupidity to take a match like this?
Well, I think it has to be a little bit of both, don't you, buddy? I think it has to be a little bit of both, because anybody with a whole lot of smarts is not going to get in there in this particular type of match.
I think it's guys that want to come out, prove themselves, show the other guys that, hey, look, I might not be the best technical wrestler in the world. I probably couldn't have wrestled 10, 15 years ago in the NWA with psychology, but street fight-wise, I can take on anybody. Little stupidity, mostly guts.
Right. Well, you're exactly right. And, you know, buddy, since you've been in American Pro Wrestling, you've been having a few encounters with our TV champion, and that being Chief Jay Eagle. And, you know, here a couple of weeks ago, we saw Jay Eagle stoop to an all-time low. He goes in there, he'll do anything to win a match. He stoops to the lowest form to be able to win his matches. He don't care what he has to do as long as he wins.
You know what, though? I love to listen to the guy talk. I'm going to tell you, he can hold a crowd in the palm of his hands. I love to listen to him talk. He's a great wrestler. We basically started out in ICW with the Poffos years ago. He has developed. I'm so proud of him. He's really good. He really is. I got my work cut out for me every time I go in the ring with him.
Well, that's true. You know, I was the first one that ever gave Jay Eagle a TV match. I gave him the first TV match that he ever had back in the early 80s. And believe you me, he has really gone overboard with his style, and he's not the same Jay Eagle that I used to know, Buddy Landale.
No, he's not out kissing babies and signing autographs and hugging the old ladies. But I tell you what, though, he's a force to be reckoned with. He gets the job done. Hey, listen, the bottom line is this. Say what you want to, but he is a TV champion.
That's right.
And he beat me a few weeks ago.
Well, he might have beat you, but the way that he beat you, I mean, I've seen him get dynamic wins, but it's the way that he wins. He just says, I want to win regardless of what kind of cheating I have to do.
Well, hey, it's nothing that I haven't done in my career to get to the top, so I admire him for that. Well, I feel bad that I was stupid enough or naive enough, being a veteran, to fall for some of it.
Well, you know, you had a lot of good tutorage. You was tutored by none other than Mr. J.J. Dillon, and I remember when Jim Dillon started out in professional wrestling, and he come a long way in a short period of time, and probably he had some of the best knowledge of any wrestling manager that's ever come down the pipe.
Absolutely. I was blessed to be with J.J. Dillon in the NWA, wrestling Flair, Hogan, the whole 9 yards. A lot of people around here I don't need to reiterate. Everybody knows my past, but the past is the past. Right now, I'm in APW, and this has been a great match. You know, Charlie, APW has some of the finest talent that I have seen in a long time. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, we certainly enjoy having you, and notice here we're getting a little double teaming, triple teaming, and in these matches, as you say, there's nothing you can do because there's no rules, and Chuck Ellison has made the count, and the winner is going to be none other than GQ Powers. And wrestling fans, we're going to an interview right now with none other than Blade.
Need a new roof on that home, or just an old one fixed up? Here at Bragg's Roofing and Repair, we do it all. What about a new deck for your pool, or for your springtime activities? Here at Bragg's Roofing and Repair, no job is too big or too small. So give us a call in the Spartanburg area at 864-578-0561. Remember, at Bragg's Roofing and Repair, we're here for all. Hair day, things not going so well? Well, come on in to Rhonda's Styling Salon and let us give you something to feel good about. Do you have a hot day, or do you just want to put a little romance back in your life? Here at Rhonda's Styling Salon, we'll give you a makeover that'll turn every head. So give us a call, 864-599-5146 at Rhonda's Styling Salon.
Professional wrestler? Well, now you have the opportunity to prove it at Chief Wahoo McDaniel's School of Pro Wrestling in just a short time. Your dreams can come true. The fame, the fortune can all be yours. You can walk with the stars, talk with the stars, be one of the stars. That's right. You too can become king or queen of the ring. So why wait any longer? Call now. 864-578-0565. Step into the world of the superstars. Also training for referees, managers, valets, and announcers. Write to American Pro Wrestling, Post Office Box 4626, Spartanburg, South Carolina, 29305. That's American Pro Wrestling, Post Office Box 4626, Spartanburg, 29305. Or visit us online, www.wahoowrestling.com/APW, or email rbragg1000@AOL.com.
Pro Wrestling. I'm joined by the manager of champions, Johnny Love, and the new look Intimidators. Johnny Love, you said you fought, the fans fought, you guys were down and out, but you promised you'd get some reinforcements, and you've got them.
That's right. I've come back to APW with the people that can back me and take us all the way to the top. We've said it before, we'll say it again. Winners come and go, but the Intimidators will be here forever. And I'll tell you what, we're not going to say we can't do this and we can't do that. I'll tell you what, we'll do whatever it takes to be number one. And we're starting that right now.
Well, can you tell us about these two new big men you got here?
That's right. On your left there, we got Butch Lawler, the Missouri Mauler. And on my right, we've got Lucas Black, the bounty hunter. And we're here to stay, buddy. Of course, we've got Buckshot right with us from the start, and we're going to finish it on top.
They have it, wrestling fans. The Intimidators, bigger and stronger than ever. We'll be back with more on American Pro Wrestling.
Well, this should be a real interesting match here, Dr. Dan Paris.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Charlie, right off the bat, you know, Dr. Johnny Love, he might have the people on his side, but you couldn't ask for a more rotten individual. He's got, in this match tonight, Butch Lawler, the Missouri Mauler, teaming up with Buckshot Carter, taking on Sonny Landale and Mickey Richards. And I want to make a correction. From a few weeks ago, I said that Landale was actually in relation to Buddy Landale. I believe, Buddy, he's your brother, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct, Charlie?
Well, we're going to get Buddy's ideas on this just in a minute, exactly what relationship that they are. And I know one thing, this young Sonny Landale has come a long, long way and in a short period of time. And I know that Buddy has tag teamed with Sonny in the past few weeks and everything. And young Sonny has come a long way. I understand that he's a relative of yours, and I hadn't been able to really get it down pat exactly.
He's my sister's son. You know, when we tag team, a lot of people say, why don't you go help him? Look, you don't.
He has to be able to push his end of the wagon.
Exactly. You got to get beat up. You don't help somebody by helping them.
That's right. That's
you
right.
Stay out and let them
get
work.
the lumps and bumps on their own.
Let them work through it.
That's right.
Let them work through it. It's the only way to do it.
That's self-experience, buddy, as you very well know. And I know when you started out in this business, you sure took a lot of lumps and bumps on the way to the top of the ladder.
You know what? I'm a lot better looking than Sonny, though.
Well, now, that's going to be opinionated. You wouldn't believe the mail this young man gets from all of the Whitten folks from time to time.
He's excellent. He's getting better every week.
Every week, yes.
Every week. I work with him in the dressing room. He's a good-looking kid, got a good body.
Well, you notice he
of course, his wife flirts with me a lot, but that's another story.
You know, he just gives the tag here to Mickey Richards, who is his tag team partner in this match. And, you know, that's the success, buddy, of any good tag team, is being able to change in and out of that ring, make those tags as often as you possibly can, and that way it keeps your opponent worn down.
But you keep the fresh guy in. That's smart.
Right.
You look at Ole and Gene Anderson, Arn Anderson, you look at Steamboat, you look at all of those guys, Johnny Weaver and George Becker, they always keep the fresh man in.
That's right. George Becker and I were friends for many a year, and if anybody taught me anything in this business, I guess I owe it to George Becker. We used to travel a lot together and everything, and you know, he always told me, he says, as long as you can tag in and out of that ring, keep a fresh man in there, you have enough on your opponent inside of that ring.
Yeah, because a lot of guys want to be the star, they want to be glory, and they won't tag their own partner in.
That's right.
It's like any other sport, hockey, basketball. You know, there's some guys that want to shoot from the three-point line all the time.
That's right. And you know, if you have a partner in there and he can carry the mail, then you better get over there and tag him and not try to be a glory hound and work the entire match.
But I'm very impressed by both these kids. Very, very impressed.
Yeah, notice Sonny now trying to get over there and make that tag. Referee Chuck Ellison chasing him back out, and this big guy, he's calling himself Butch Waller, is going to do a little bit of choking there across that middle rope. Got that windpipe right across that middle rope, and he was choking the dickens out of young Mickey Richards.
And Charlie, you know, I knew when I came in here, this was an established territory, established organization. You know, I didn't have illusions of grandeur that I was going to come in because who I was and run roughshod. I knew it was going to be tough. I knew it was going to be hard. You know, I was in a really bad car wreck, and I've got to work my way back up. I've got to prove myself again.
Right.
And I know that. And it's tough.
Oh, yes.
It's not easy.
Yes, anytime.
And that just goes to credit the guys that are in APW. They got fine. This is a fine organization. They got fine talent.
That's right.
And it's a hard fight. I'm going to be honest with you.
That's right. But you notice now that young Mickey Richards and Sonny Landell are the APW Tag Team Champions. And like I say, they have come a long way in a short period of time. Of course, Mickey Richards I've known for probably 3 or 4 years, but Sonny just started tagging with him here within the last 6 months, and they went right on to win those APW Tag Team titles.
Well, you know, Charlie, a lot's been said about me, but I got to say, you're sitting to my right and to my extreme right. I'm sitting next to a legend myself.
Well, I appreciate that. We've been in this business this past April has been 42 years.
And you've wrestled with all of them, Valentine, Fez, all of them.
That's right. And, you know, I tell them so many of them, I can tell how long a guy's been in the business when I walk in the dressing room and see, hey, he's got his boots laced up. Notice this now. Sonny Landell calls for a clean house and gets one. And Buckshot Carter going to the outside on his keister. And Landell has got the billy stick of this guy with the mask on, who likes to be called Mr. Black or Lucas Black. Is that right, Dan?
Yeah, that's correct, Lucas Black.
And he had that big billy stick. I don't know if this guy is using it from a chain gang or what, but one thing for sure, the tag team champion just carried him to school. And wrestling fans will be back with more right after we take time out for these commercial messages.
Attention pro wrestling fans, are you ready for exciting, high-flying tag team action? Then you've got to come out to American Pro Wrestling every Friday night. Watching our very best go head-to-head with WCW, WWF, and ECW superstars. So give them a call at 578-0565 for ticket and information.
Do you think you have what it takes to become a professional wrestler? Well, now you have the opportunity to prove it at Chief Wahoo McDaniel's School of Pro Wrestling in just a short time. Your dreams can come true. The fame, the fortune can all be yours. You can walk with the stars, talk with the stars, be one of the stars. That's right, you too can become king or queen of the ring. So why wait any longer? Call now. 864-578-0565. Step into the world of the superstars. Also training for referees, managers, valets, and announcers. Write to American Pro Wrestling, Post Office Box 4626, Spartanburg, South Carolina, 29305. That's American Pro Wrestling, Post Office Box 4626, Spartanburg, 29305. Or visit us online, www.wahoowrestling.com/APW, or email rbragg1000@AOL.com. American Pro Wrestling.
Need a new roof on that home? Or just an old one fixed up? Here at Bragg's Roofing and Repair, we do it all. What about a new deck for your pool? Or for your springtime activities? Here at Bragg's Roofing and Repair, no job is too big or too small. So give us a call in the Spartanburg area at 864-578-0561. Remember, at Bragg's Roofing and Repair, we're here for all your needs.
Pro Wrestling. I'm joined by the APW television champion, Chief Jay Eagle, and his newest henchman, Blade. Jay Eagle, you got...
Henchman! Don't call my boy no henchman! You know, Gene, this Buddy Landale's running out here popping off his gums, but Blade's got his number. He's gonna get him off my tail. You know, that reminds me, Blade, just last week, Buddy Landale was out in the yard playing with his kite. His wife Gladys, which is about 400 pounds, she looked out the door. She said, Buddy, what's the matter? He said, I can't get this thing to fly. She said, what you need, the piece of tail? He said, I told you that this morning, and you told me to go fly a kite.
Well, Blade, this week, can you and Jay Eagle function against the juvenile delinquents?
Me and Jay Eagle can function against anybody, Nosarella. You are the nosest one individual in APW. Do you know that? Why don't you keep your nose out of mine and Jay's business?
There you have it, fans. Chief Jay Eagle and Blade. We'll be back with more on American Pro Wrestling.
So leave this world.
Taking a look, Charlie, and Buddy had the Rough Rider taking on Mad Dog Westbrooks. And this man is definitely not playing with a full deck.
Well, I'll tell you, Buddy, one thing about Rattlesnake, you don't ever know what to expect out of it. And he'll absolutely baffle his opponents inside that ring because you never know what he's going to go with next, as you can see right there.
You know, I'm a fan. I mean, I love to watch his psychology. You got to psych your opponent out.
Well, I tell you, I don't know if that's psyching him out or not, but this Rough Rider, he doesn't have the first clue, if you know what I mean. And now watch Rattlesnake take him to school with those big chops and sends reversal in, sends Rattlesnake in, followed by a big back body drop. And Rattlesnake gets right back up, lifted up high, a big body slap, and I guarantee you, Buddy, I have so many people to ask me, say, how much of that wrestling is real? You know, you pick a man up over your head and bring him down. There's not one way but down, and that's hard. You know it has to hurt when you hit that
Hurts
man.
very hard.
That's right.
That's what a lot of people don't understand.
That's right.
What a capacity crowd we have here tonight in Chesnee.
That's right. You know, here for the past few months, our crowds has really gone up, and I thought once that you come in here, once that you came in here to the Chesnee Coliseum, that we'd see a capacity house, and we have it here tonight, Buddy Landale.
Westbrook's right there, Charlie. He's taking a...
He's getting him a bite, wasn't he, Dan?
Yeah, getting a mouthful of rear end.
Yeah, he evidently thought that he had been invited to a donkey dinner.
Would you care to elaborate?
Well, everybody knows what a donkey dinner is. That's where everybody gets a piece of, you know, donkey.
Yeah.
Gripping at the eyes now is Rattlesnake wrist book. And a big storm to the back of the head of the Rough Rider. And Rough Rider is completely baffled by the style and the unorthodox style of Rattlesnake Westbrooks.
Well, earlier you were talking about he's going to take him to school, but you weren't talking about a wrestling education. You're talking about the School of Hard Knocks.
Absolutely, absolutely. And notice now, Rough Rider trying to break bad here on Rattlesnake, but I guarantee you, Buddy Landale, he's going to get a hold of something in there.
Oh, big neck breaker.
That's right, a reverse neck breaker. That's something we haven't saw any of around here in quite some time.
So the guy acts stupid, but he's very technical.
Yeah, very technical. I guess the last NWA star that was really famous with that reverse backdrop was none other than Big Sweet Hansen.
Yeah. Boy, there's a tough one.
That's right. I guarantee you, if I was in a street fight or whatever, I don't know of anybody I'd rather have in there with me than Chief
Blackjack and Wahoo.
And Wahoo, yeah. And Sweet Hansen.
I'll tell you what, guys, this match here has resembled somewhat of a street fight, almost like the hardcore match we saw earlier in our opening match.
Absolutely.
You talking about Blackjack Mulligan. You know, I remember when Mulligan started down in Texas with Tully Blanchard's dad, Joe Blanchard.
Yeah,
And
Southwest Championship Wrestling.
That's right, Southwest.
San Antonio,
Texas. Not Christine, but Charlotte, who was in the office there, along with Joe. And
Oh, Charlotte's girlfriend. Yeah.
Joe's girlfriend, Charlotte.
You're a fount of knowledge, Charlie.
Oh, Joe Blanchard and I have been friends for many years.
You know you're good when you remember the rat's name.
Oh, yes, yes. And
Pick a toy. You need to bring a game out like Milton Berle, Monopoly. Pick a rat, pick a territory.
That's right.
Ask Charlie.
Look at this, coming off of the top, a big swan dive right on the top. The count of one, the count of two, and the count of three. And Rattlesnake Westbrook is the winner of the match over the Rough Rider. And wrestling fans, we're going to
One more bite.
We're going to an interview now with Nature Boy Buddy Landale.
That would be me.
That will be you.
American
American Pro Wrestling returns to Morganton, North Carolina at the College Street Recreation Center on Saturday night, the 16th of June. And that's this Saturday night, wrestling fans. And on that big card in Morganton, getting his chance to go at Chief J. Eagle will be for the TV championship, none other than Nature Boy Buddy Landale.
Can you guarantee that title match?
Absolutely, it's in on paper.
The Nature Boy's been in WCW, WWF, ECW, the whole 9 yards, but the bottom line is I'm in APW right now, and that's what interests me. You know, Jay Eagle, I beat you right in the middle of the ring with a figure 4. You've had, Blade run in, put me in the Boston Crab, try to put me out. You've had a lot of things up underneath your sleeve, but I'll tell you this, my friend. I've talked to the commissioners, and they're going to guarantee June the 16th a match with me for the title in Morganton at, what is it, Colette?
College Street Recreation Center this Saturday night.
And I'm telling you, this Saturday night, Jay Eagle, there's no more running, my friend. I'm taking you to the limit.
Make your plans, wrestling fans, and be there this Saturday night.
Things not going so well? Well, come on in to Rhonda's Styling Salon and let us give you something to feel good about. Do you have a hot day? Or do you just want to put a little romance back in your life? Well, here at Rhonda's Styling Salon, we'll give you a makeover that'll turn every head. Give us a call, 864-599-5146 at Rhonda's Styling Salon.
Attention, pro wrestling fans. Are you ready for exciting, high-flying tag team action? Then you've got to come out to American Pro Wrestling every Friday night. Watch as our very best go head-to-head with WCW, WWF, and ECW superstars. So give them a call at 578-0565 for ticket and information.
You have what it takes to become a professional wrestler? Well, now you have the opportunity to prove it at Chief Wahoo McDaniel's School of Pro Wrestling in just a short time. Your dreams can come true. The fame, the fortune can all be yours. You can walk with the stars, talk with the stars, be one of the stars. That's right, you too can become king or queen of the ring. So why wait any longer? Call now, 864-578-0565. Step into the world of the superstars. Also training for referees, managers, valets, and announcers. Write to American Pro Wrestling, Post Office Box 4626, Spartanburg, South Carolina, 29305. That's American Pro Wrestling, Post Office Box 4626, Spartanburg, 29305. Or visit us online, www.wahoowrestling.com/APW, or email rbragg1000@AOL.com. American Pro Wrestling.
American Pro Wrestling. I'm joined by the reigning APW Tag Team Champions, the Suicide Blondes, Sonny Landau and Mickey Richards, and on my left, the man himself, Nature Boy, Buddy Landau. Buddy, this week, before you can even get another shot at Chief J. Eagle, you've got to get by J.W. Bar.
Well, this goes to show you what APW has got to offer the wrestling fans out there. You know, Boss has beat Ronnie Garvin, Ric Flair, Orrin Anderson, Nikita Koloff. You name them, he's put them down. I got my work cut out for me. But the bottom line is, I'm the Nature Boy, Buddy Landau. That's right, I said it. And I'm getting ready to prove to you in a few short minutes why they call me the Nature Boy, Buddy Landau. I got 6 girlfriends out there. You think I'm going to let them down, brother? Absolutely not.
Mickey Richards, once again, you guys have been able to hold on to the tag team strap.
That's exactly right. You know, a lot of tough competition right here in APW, but each and every week, thanks to these great fans supporting us, we're coming out here giving 110%.
There you have it, the Suicide Blondes, Nature Boy, Buddy Landau, here on American Pro Wrestling.
We're taking a look at the former tag team champions, that being the juvenile delinquents, Nick Fury and A.J. Frost taking on Blade.
Shut your stinking mouth.
He's my guest out here. That's what he's doing out here. If you had any brains, you could be out here.
And Blade will be teaming with Jay Eagle, and I'm going to
That
say
eliminates that.
That's right.
next week, buddy, you'll be squaring off with Blade. This would be a great opportunity for you to scout this man during this match.
That's right. That's one good thing about having Buddy Mandel here at ringside, because I know of all the run-ins he's had with Jay Eagle. And you know one thing, Buddy, these two juvenile delinquents, these kids have a great future in this business. If they can get by without any injuries, they're high flyers. They give it 130% when they go in a match. And they're going to give it to Jay Eagle and Big Blade, I guarantee you, about as much as they can handle here tonight.
Well, you know, the Hardy Boys in the WWF, they were just little local wrestlers here in the Carolinas 2 years ago. They opened the doors for guys like this.
They worked for me about 3 months before they went with WWF.
Now they're making $500,000 a year.
That's right. That's right. And, you know, they're one of Pat's boys, so if you want to Pat's boys, you get the top matches and the top bookings in WWF.
Charlie, let's leave that comment alone.
Notice there's a big right hand by none other than A.J. Frost, a baseball slide, Buddy Landell, and I guarantee you, that'll make you stretch in your head and a few other places, that baseball slide.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you, if he did that to me, there'd be a block line full of girls ready to take notice of that.
Big pictures, Polaroid. Notice this right here now, young Nick Fury, a big super left there, takes this big Blade right over, and notice he grabbed for that left knee, Nick Fury. He might have injured himself there, Dan Parrish.
Could have. He had to release suplex. And right now, Eagle and Buddy Landell having words.
Tag's made now to Jay Eagle. Yeah, Jay Eagle coming in. And notice, Buddy, they had young Nick Fury right over in that corner, sends him in, a big back suplex there, and rolls him over the count of 1, the count of 2, and A.J. Frost pulls him right off.
That'll be good.
Eagle dropping maybe a headbutt, but it could have been low right there, guys.
The tag now being made, and notice how methodical that this team of Jay Eagle and Blade are. They're going in there and doing a lot of switching in and out of that ring, as you can tell there, Buddy Landell.
Nick Fury in trouble here.
I can't understand why Blade and, who's this, Blade or Boss here?
This is Blade.
I don't understand why Blade and Eagles teaming up. I thought they didn't like each other.
Well, you know, one time these guys, Jay Eagle bought this Blade off a couple of weeks ago, so maybe he got in Jay Eagle's pocket, and all of a sudden here they become friends again. You know, dollars will do remarkable things with people, Buddy Landell. Have you noticed the tempo of this match, Buddy? It's been action-packed from the words say go. A big tag now, and Blade comes in, and double teaming on their man Nick Fury is Jay Eagle and Blade. It's good to see our old friend and tag team partner of Nick Fury, A.J. Frost, back in that corner over there, Dan. You know, I said it wouldn't be long before he'd be back, and he's back.
Yes, great to see the juvenile delinquents reunited. That lariat just turned Nick Fury inside out.
That's sure it is. Jay Eagle hollering down here, buddy. I think he's trying to get your attention, and I'm afraid he's not able to get it.
I'm not even paying attention to him.
What we're seeing right here between Eagle and Buddy Landell is psychological warfare at its finest.
That's right, psychological warfare to say the least. Notice a big double clothesline. Fury goes outside the ring, favoring that left knee. And when he went outside that ring a little bit earlier tonight, I believe he done some real injury to that left knee. A big foot as the face of A.J. Frost was sent into it. Now notice this, into the ropes, a big double foot to the face of A.J. Frost to cover. Referee Charles Chuck Ellison with his back turned to count of 2, and A.J. Frost kicks out at the count of 2. A roll up, 1, 2, and A.J.'s back out, taking it right to Jay Eagle. Did you see that big right hand, Buddy Landale?
It's unbelievable.
A big drop kick. These kids, when they go in there, like I say, they go into it with all their heart, and they give it 130%. And look at this now.
Well, I'm gonna sit here and watch this objectively until, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and watch somebody get their brains kicked out, especially a couple of young kids just trying to make their name.
Yeah, well, buddy, you know how it is. Jay Eagle, as I've said the last 2 or 3 weeks, he stooped to an all-time low. He don't want to just win his matches. He wants to go in there and annihilate his opponent, permanently injure him, if you will. And that's not the way, not especially young kids that's trying to get recognition, that's trying to get up that ladder. You know, the great promoter, the late Pedro Martinez, used to tell me, as you go up that ladder, you have to watch this young talent because you never know where you're going to meet him at on the way back down.
Exactly. What comes up comes down.
That's right.
And what comes around goes around.
That's right. I believe in that 100% there, Buddy Landale.
Or as in the Bible in Galatians 3 says, what you sow, you reap. Most guys need to pray for crop failure.
That's right. That's exactly right. Notice this, a big suplex cross there by Blade working on A.J. Frost. Got him up. A big tilt-a-whirl slam, I guess you would call it. And let's see here. He's going for a submission hold. Blade's got him in a
Boston Crab.
It looks like. He is not wanting to tap out. He may have to tap out. Nick Fury's down on this hard concrete floor. Orders the bell to be ringed here. And our Mark's over here marking out. He didn't hear for the bell to be ringed.
That's it. I can't stand no more.
But if he's been leaving us here.
Buddy Landale.
Buddy Landale going inside that ring. And he is cleaning house as Buddy Landale goes in. Nick Fury going right after Buddy Landale, checking out A.J. Frost right here, knowing what a punishing hold that was that Blade had on this young man. That Boston Crab, and I'm telling you, that Boston Crab is a painful hold, and wrestling fans, while we clear the ring, we'll be back with more right after we take time out for this.
Need a new roof on that home, or just an old one fixed up? Here at Bragg's Roofing and Repair, we do it all. What about a new deck for your pool, or for your springtime activities? Here at Bragg's Roofing and Repair, no job is too big or too small. So give us a call in the Spartanburg area at 864-578-0561. Remember, at Bragg's Roofing and Repair, we're here for all your needs. Things not going so well? Well, come on in to Rhonda's Styling Salon and let us give you something to feel good about. Do you have a hot date, or do you just want to put a little romance back in your life? Here at Rhonda's Styling Salon, we'll give you a makeover that'll turn every head. So give us a call, 864-599-5146 at Rhonda's Styling Salon.
Think you have what it takes to become a professional wrestler? Well, now you have the opportunity to prove it at Chief Wahoo McDaniel's School of Pro Wrestling in just a short time. Your dreams can come true. The fame, the fortune can all be yours. You can walk with the stars, talk with the stars, be one of the stars. That's right. You too can become king or queen of the ring. So why wait any longer? Call now. 864-578-0565. Step into the world of the superstars. Also training for referees, managers, valets, and announcers. Write to American Pro Wrestling, Post Office Box 4626, Spartanburg, South Carolina, 29305. That's American Pro Wrestling, Post Office Box 4626, Spartanburg, 29305. Or visit us online, www.wahoowrestling.com/APW, or email rbragg1000@AOL.com. American Pro Wrestling.
If you were a
I'm joined by the manager himself with the Power Crew, Dash Riprock. Dash, I know you guys are really dying to get back in the tag team title hunt.
Look, you got all these guys running around here. You got these bleach blondes running around here hiding behind Buddy Landale right now. Give us our shot, and we'll take the belts from you. And then you got these new guys, the Intimidators. Who are they supposed to be? I mean, you know, Earnhardt's dead and gone. And we'll just have to do the same thing to you. We'll put you under.
Well, how about this week? Generation Rednecks, they're a tough tag team. If you want to get another tag team title shot, you're going to have to go over and beat these guys.
Rednecks. I don't know how many matches we've had against them. Win some, lost some. We're going to win this one because we want the titles back.
There you have it from the manager of the Power Crew, Dash Riprock, here on American Pro Wrestling.
Have experience inside that ring, and J.W. Boss and Nature Boy Buddy Landale should be able to really turn up the heat in this match, Dan.
It's going to probably be a very violent encounter, I can tell you that much.
That's right, collar and elbow tie up. And J.W. Boss going over having a few words with our spectators. Collar and elbow once again, a big arm twist there. A standing arm bar, a step over, and look at this as it brings him over, and a very impressive arm stretch, but J.W. Boss goes into the rope, and referee Chuck Ellison calls for the break and gets one.
Buddy Landale showing what a great technician he is in the ring, and certainly knows how to handle himself and can compete with the best of them. We got J.W. Boss backing his man in the corner. And next week on television, win, lose, or draw, Landale gets his hands on Blade. That ought to be a grudge match. And weeks ago, Blade interfered in one of Landale's matches, and we know there's some hard feelings.
That's right, and notice now that Buddy Landale being backed in, a big chop right to the chest of Nature Boy Buddy Landale, and sends it back, a big judo chop, as you might call it, right to the chest, and those chops get harder and harder there, Dan Perry.
Those were a few knife edge Idahos and a hip toss out of the turnbuckle. J.W. Boss is going to have to regroup, rethink his strategy there, Charlie.
That's right. And notice now that J.W. Boss is calling for a short respite. I think he just doesn't want any more of those chops there that Buddy Landale has to offer, Dan Perry.
Well, no wonder, because initially when Landale was here a few weeks ago on television, Jay Eagle took a chop and was wearing a handprint for well over a week. And J.W. Boss dragging his face right along that top rope, Charlie. He's trying to burn his face.
That's right. You know, there's two guys that you don't like to mess with in professional wrestling, and that's the Burns brothers, Matt and Rope. And Landale kicks out at the count of 2, and J.W. Hall saying this should have been the finish right here. I should have had him. He should be over with.
J.W. Boss laying in the punches into the face of Landale, and this is getting ready to get ugly. And J.W. Boss with a rear chin lock after he's beat him down. But Landale's a veteran. He's not a quitter by any means. I know that he's going to retaliate and bounce back.
You know, this Chuck Ellison, if he dropped another 75 pounds, he'd be just the right size to referee, Dan Perry.
That would take a straight jacket and a quarantine.
I think either that or somebody would have to sew the oat bag together.
Right now, these two guys are going at it hammer and nail, and a pair of punches, eye gouges, chops. They're turning into somewhat of a brawl here.
That's right. Delivers a big knee right to the back of Nature Boy Buddy Landale.
Right into the
Boss.
Right into the back of Landale. He's driving those knees.
And has him there with a reverse chin lock. And referee Chuck Ellison checking very closely there to see that it don't drop down across that windpipe.
And Boss trying to put his feet across that bottom rope for additional leverage. And Charlie, that's very unethical.
That's right, very unethical. But you notice J.W. Hoss here putting those feet right up on that bottom rope. And I think Chuck Ellison finally caught it. And he's telling his feet on the ropes to break the hold. And he goes right back to a blatant chokehold there, Dan Parrish.
This man will stop short of just getting disqualified to dish out the punishment. He's trying to win his matches. He just doesn't care how he wins.
That's right. And goes for a big knee to the chest of Landale. Landale just steps to the side. And now going for the figure 4 leg lock. And this may be curtains right here for J.W. Boss, because there's only 2 people that apply this figure 4 leg lock with authority, and Nature Boy and Buddy Landale is one of them.
Wait a minute, here goes Blade.
Into the ring. Jay Eagle into the ring. Now they're kicking the stuffings out of Buddy Landale. Jay Eagle's got some type of, has got some kind of big
it looks like
around there. That looks like maybe an Indian strap there that he has.
Yes, it is, and he's choking the life out of him.
And wait a minute, here comes the Suicide Blonde. Here is Buddy Landale, or should I say Sonny Landale, and Mickey Richards coming to the rescue of none other than Buddy Landale.
And the Blondes are going to have to cause Eagle and company to retreat. And Buddy Landale laying in the ring, crumpled up. I hope he's not injured too bad.
Pro Wrestling.
Attention, pro wrestling fans. Are you ready for exciting, high-flying tag team action? Then you've got to come out to American Pro Wrestling every Friday night. Watch as our very best go head-to-head with WCW, WWF, and ECW superstars. So give them a call at 578-0565 for ticket and information.
Do you think you have what it takes to become a professional wrestler? Well, now you have the opportunity to prove it at Chief Wahoo McDaniel's School of Pro Wrestling in just a short time. Your dreams can come true. The fame, the fortune can all be yours. You can walk with the stars, talk with the stars, be one of the stars. That's right. You too can become king or queen of the ring. So why wait any longer? Call now. 864-578-0565. Step into the world of the superstars. Also training for referees, managers, valets, and announcers. Write to American Pro Wrestling, Post Office Box 4626, Spartanburg, South Carolina, 29305. That's American Pro Wrestling, Post Office Box 4626, Spartanburg, 29305. Or visit us online, www.wahoowrestling.com/APW, or email rbragg1000@AOL.com. American Pro Wrestling.
If you are looking for exciting family entertainment and good food, come watch American Pro Wrestling every Friday.
Now, don't forget, this coming Saturday night, we're going to be out at the Recreation Center, call it Recreation Center, for American Pro Wrestling. Nature Boy Buddy Landell, Dr. Dan Parrish. Remember, until next week, play the game to win, but play like a sport. So long, everybody.
So long for now, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to another exciting edition of American Pro Wrestling, and what an exciting program this week. You're going to see Jay Eagle here in this hour, and none other than the Nature Boy himself, Nature Boy Buddy Landell. And Buddy, you know, you've really had some run-ins with this Chief Jay Eagle, the TV champion.
Yeah, Jay Eagle, the cyclist of the year. He needs to be on that Econo thing on USA. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of Monday morning armchair quarterbacks out there that are telling their wives, I should, I could, I would have, but the bottom line is I didn't. The bottom line is you need to accept that thing, sit back in it, and throw it back in, loser. Jay Eagle, you're running around claiming to be the champion, but the bottom line is on the last few weeks of TV, everybody's seen that the Nature Boy Buddy Landale's in tip-top condition. I've taken you to the limit, and I think that I can beat you. In Morganton, I'm going to be speaking with the commissioners, Charlie, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to request a match in Morganton, when is it? June 16th. I'm going to request a match, a TV title match with Jay Eagle that night.
It's fantastic, buddy. And wrestling fans, we're going to ringside for tonight's first exciting match.
Introducing first, here is J.W. Boss.
Hello, everybody. This is Dan Pierce along with Gene Restaino and Charlie Babb will be joining us a little bit into the broadcast, and we're taking a look at J.W. Boss set to move out against Thunder.
Well, Dan, this ought to be a great opening contest. Boy, we got a big hour planned here. We've got really excited about Reverend Slim going for revenge. Tommy Gunn suffered some injuries recently in a match in Morganton, North Carolina, and he wants revenge against Chief J. Eagle. It's going to be a wild hour.
Not only that, but we're also going to be taking a look at the juvenile delinquents in action with the Power Crew, Blade and Buddy Landale one-on-one, and a whole lot more.
That's right, Dan. And, both of these gentlemen in the ring here last week, Dan, suffered defeat. So whoever, this is kind of like a match for whoever wins this is going to get to move up the ladder here in APW once again.
Well, and you talk about these guys suffering a defeat last week on television. The defeats that these men do suffer are few and far between, and I mean that for both of these men.
Oh, absolutely correct. We saw J.W. Boss lose at the hands of Buddy Landale, and Thunder in a real weird match. Apparently we have some 24/7 type rules here now in APW. He won the hardcore title and then lost it back.
In a matter of seconds.
Exactly. And Charlie, I guess you've looked into that, and I guess these 24/7 rules are good to go here in APW.
That's exactly right there, Gene. And notice this big